You know, we really appreciate your help on this, Christopher. You've been a very willing subject.
Oh, no problem. Watching those TV ads was the easiest $50 I've ever made.
Good, good. Now, the second phase of this experiment, all you have to do is go and buy the first magazine that attracts your attention.
Just don't take longer than 15 seconds to decide. Got it.
Why don't you keep the difference on this? That's for going the extra mile with us.
Hey, call me anytime. Grad school is expensive.
Okay, just remember, don't take more than 15 seconds.
Got it.
Go. Seconds.
Fastest time so far?
My name is John Lowengarten. I'm recording this because we may not live through the night. They're here, they're hostile, and powerful people don't want you to know. History as we know it is a lie.
Sam.
What?
1697 Broadway, Jana. Sunday, Abuso. Kurbjawo, Tugaa, WN2DMJ.
It sounded like 1697 Broadway Sunday.
Some of the words must not translate. That call sign was definitely out of New York.
Well, we're gonna have to fly to make there by Sunday. It'd be expensive.
They'll have to sell the car.
The arrival of Beatlemania changed everything. The mourning period for President Kennedy was officially over. Into this time of new hope, we made some decisions. Now we wanted to be the hunters instead of the hunted.
If you look at this crowd, these guys can turn out to be bigger than Elvis.
Yeah, it's kind of fun.
You got a thing for these guys, don't you?
Oh, they're kind of cute. You know, like you're cute.
It's Theo. Let's make our way over towards security.
No, John, this way.
What are you doing?
We're in uncharted territory here, Captain, like Louis Pasteur or Madame Curie. Frank?
Half a minute, Doctor.
We got a fix on Steele. He landed in New York yesterday. He's still using that doctor's credit card, the one he jumped in Alabama.
How many men we got in place?
3. Already got him dragging the city.
Keep me posted.
This is what was inside your Hive astronaut.
It's 3:30 p.m. Beetle time, baby. The Fabulous Four arrived at Kennedy Airport earlier today, and it's a countdown to Sunday. The temperature outside is 31 Beetle degrees, and this is Murray the K.
Thanks. This can't be right.
Well, maybe not. But, you know, everybody is talking about how big the Beatles are.
The Hive's not going to go after a rock band.
Maybe they just want to take away what people feel good about.
Well, I don't know enough about them to say that you're wrong.
I could go inside.
See all those girls over there? They all want to get inside. Let me give it a shot.
Okay, I'll make some calls. I'll see if maybe I can get a name to that radio call sign.
Good. Good luck.
Hey, you! This is a restricted area.
I'm with building security. And you are who?
Oh, Parkinson, Kenneth. I'm with the BBC.
What do you do with the BBC?
Tech ops. I'm in charge of getting the broadcast fed back to England. Just running a line tap. Sorry for giving you a hard time. We're supposed to be on the lookout for crashes. Photogs and birds, mostly.
Tell me, how can I find whoever's in charge of the arrangements for the band?
Oh, you want Mr. Epstein? He's the manager. Down at the sound check.
And if I have any more questions, where can I find you?
Oh, I'm around. Just follow the cables.
Okay, boys, sounds good.
Please, Mr. Sullivan, one moment, please. I must. It's very important. No, please, Mr. Sullivan, look. Mr. Sullivan, I would simply like to know the exact wording of your introduction.
I would simply like you to get lost.
Excuse me, Mr. Epstein. Is this a bad time?
I don't mind, Brian. He's like that with everybody.
Yeah, how do you put up with it?
I got me friends down now, don't I?
Look,
John.
Right, if you have a minute with your manager, you might want to have him double-check the security arrangements around here.
Well, you think our security's bad? Well, you might be right. They let you in now, didn't they?
Hi.
Hey,
Nothing suspicious, but I did get to see a rehearsal and meet one of the Beatles.
which one?
John?
John Lennon? I'm sorry. He's my favorite.
Hey, Jaw's pretty good. So how'd you do?
Oh, well, I called the FCC, and it took some convincing, but I got them to give me the name and the address of the mystery ham operator.
We know that not everyone in the hive abducts gets implanted with a ganglion. Some are rejected. They're so-called throwbacks. The question is why? The answer? Some sort of biological incompatibility.
Have you found an incompatibility yet?
No, not exactly. Well, sir, to really prove anything, I need a throwback to dissect.
Well, as soon as we find a dead one, you'll be the first to know.
Well, as you know, this ganglion was cerebrally evicted from a hiver. I'm now injecting a non-hive blood sample from the throwback. It seems to be suffering some sort of violent rejection, sir. Oh, maybe a bit too violent.
Back to school, huh?
You kids are back over here!
No, I don't think anybody's home.
Looking for something? Christopher Weatherly. My boyfriend and I went to high school with him, and, well, we just got into town and wanted to surprise him.
I guess you didn't hear.
Hear what?
Christopher died last Thursday. They said he walked straight in front of a car, like he didn't even care.
Oh my God, why?
Nobody knows. If you ask me, the whole family's screwy. Sorry.
Watch your head. I'll check upstairs.
Found something. It was on the refrigerator.
It's addressed to Christopher Weatherly.
Yeah, and the neighbor said that he died last Thursday.
His ham radio's tuned to the same waveband that we picked up in the hotel room in Georgia. This guy was definitely Hive.
You leave the window open?
No, why would I do that?
Find our mystery man, and he's dead. We're right back where we started.
Maybe not. This logbook has all the names and call signs of everybody Christopher Weatherly talked to on his radio. We can check some of them out, see if anything leads back to the Sullivan Theater.
Look at this, John. That's the same name from the flyer. Mr. Burnside has a ham radio, too.
What if this turns out to be a trap?
We're both going in.
Is this the line for the experiment?
Yeah.
I hope I'm not too late. They said this is the last day. I came all the way from Albany. It's a 3-hour ride, and I hate taking the train.
You came all that way just for this experiment.
Well, not exactly. I was going to use the money to try and buy someone's ticket for the Beatles show tomorrow night. Some people are actually selling them. I'm staying at my girlfriend Claire's house. Her parents are out of town, and my parents don't know about it. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't even introduce myself. Marnie Lane.
Jill Porter. This is my husband, Russ.
Hi.
Hi.
You must be quite a Beatles fan.
The biggest.
So you got one of these in the mail, too, huh?
Uh-huh. My dad said they get your name on lists just to try to sell you stuff. At least I make money on this one.
Hello, everyone. Oh, well, we do apologize about the delay, but now that your forms are completed, we'll start the testing. Oh, and I almost forgot. Anyone who was mailed an invitation in your own name, could you note that on the form, please? Thank you. Here we go.
We want to thank you all for coming here today. Now, I cannot guarantee that you will like all of the spots that we show you, but well, at least it is warm in here. It's a joke. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to run some commercials for you, and then I'm going to pick your brain afterwards. Any questions?
Yeah, what is this being used for?
Good, good. Our clients spend a lot of dough on marketing, and they want to know what elements in the spots grab your attention. The music, the copy.
Oh, you mean like what'll make you want to buy stuff?
Right, exactly. Okay, good. Let's get rolling here.
I'm Chesty, telling you that the most popular food for a snack or meal is delicious, crunchy, Chesty potato chips.
That's right, Chesty. For instance, at lunchtime, the kids at school line up for plenty of good food, topped off with those popular mouth-watering Chesty potato chips. Look at those kids go for Chesty chips. Johnny and Ruth bought their packages. Jimmy's mother packed a bag in his lunchbox. Gino's kids love nutritious, flavorful Chesty potato chips. Whenever Chesty is served at meals or in between, appetizing Chesty potato chips are tops with kids and grown-ups alike. Keep a large supply always on hand, because Chesties are wonderful anytime, at work or play, for every course of every meal. And remember the other wonderful Chesty foods, Chesty Ruffles and Cornings, on sale everywhere.
Food is fun to eat. Chesty potato chips.
I need to get some air.
You wait here. I'm gonna go see if she's okay. Marnie, you okay?
Yeah, I think so. I just felt really sick all of a sudden.
Yeah, I know. I got a little dizzy myself.
My dad always said too much TV will rot your brain. I better get back to my girlfriends.
Whoa. You know what? Maybe you shouldn't go anywhere till you feel better. Let's sit down.
I'll be okay. It always just takes a few minutes.
Has this happened before?
It usually happens when I have this one dream. I can't run fast enough, and I get the same feeling like I'm gonna be sick.
Can you tell me your whole dream?
You won't think I'm weird.
No, promise.
It starts out, I'm in the car with my Aunt Hazel. We're driving to Niagara Falls for the weekend to meet my cousins. I remember we're arguing over the radio. There's a song I like playing, and I wanted to turn it up. And suddenly, the radio starts going crazy.
What's wrong with this thing?
There are bright lights. snaps right off the car, and it flies right into the light. It's like a saucer. It just keeps coming closer and closer. So I jump out of the car and I start running into the woods. Running. I'm not fast enough. It's okay. It's okay. It's over now. I don't know how much is really a dream. See, I did go to Niagara Falls with my aunt about 6 months ago.
When did you start having the dream?
About a month ago. They started off as little flashes. Even when I wasn't asleep. Am I crazy?
Fine. You're perfectly normal.
Really?
Yeah, really.
That's my bus. Maybe I should start heading back to my friends.
You know, you should go back to your girlfriends. It won't be so bad watching the Beatles on TV.
Thanks.
Excuse me. They look familiar to you?
Never seen him before. Hey, they some kind of criminals or what?
Oh, they're very dangerous. She's either high, but she's one of those people that got thrown back.
She's not high.
Well, she got a flyer in the mail just like Christopher Weatherly, and we know that he was one of them.
But all she remembers is being abducted, not implanted. What was I supposed to do, John? She's just a kid. She wants to see the Beatles and have fun. If I tell her the truth, she loses everything.
Well, nothing else happened in there that I could see. There's got to be some connection to the Sullivan Theater.
The Beatles on Ed Sullivan. Gonna be more people watching that than any show in history. But if you can't wait that long.
Could you turn that up, please?
Kim! What are you doing, lady?
Get out, get out, get out, get out. Come on, go. Got enough time. Let's get out. Get out. What's wrong with you? You almost got yourself killed.
I don't know what got into me. I think they did something to us in there. Do you remember how they used to plant subliminal messages that made people want to buy popcorn or candy bars?
Try to jump out of a moving car?
Maybe.
I was in there too.
You weren't abducted, John, but I was, and so was Marnie.
And Christopher Weatherly, but if he was high, why would they want to try?
Okay, I know. Why would Burnside want to kill one of his own? What?
Check the name on the license.
Christopher Weatherly.
Senior.
It's like the astronauts. One was implanted and one wasn't.
Christopher wasn't Hive. It was his father who was on the radio.
Look out!
Keep saying we need proof the Hive exists. And here he is.
We turn him into the authorities, they're just gonna think he's a freak.
Till they cut his head open.
They're not gonna cut his head open as long as he's alive. Only Majestic would do that.
They already tried, college boy.
What's gonna happen tomorrow night at the Sullivan Theater?
I'm sorry, that's neat to know.
Wrong answer. Who's Ron Burnside?
What are you all doing here? What do you want?
You'll find out soon enough. Jim Steele's life is of no consequence.
Jim Steele is wrong.
Who are you calling?
Probably the only friend we got left.
Attorney General's office. May I help you?
Mr. Kennedy, please.
Who's calling, please?
Tell him it's John Loengard. Mr. Kennedy?
I'm over here, John.
A lesson to be learned, John. Never trust the telephone. Not even when it's the Attorney General's. You have something you wanted him to see.
What makes you think I'd show you?
What makes you think you have a choice?
He's clean.
Jim Steele. Is he alive?
If you want to call it that.
Where?
You get Steele when I get what I want. Manpower and Halligan. Tell the good doctor he's making a house call. Look, it's your call, Frank. You kill me, Steele rots. It's up to you.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'm here about the experiment.
The experiment's been concluded.
What do you mean it's been concluded?
I mean it's over.
Come on, lady, have a heart. I just lost my job. Frankly, I could use the cash.
May I suggest then that you find another job?
Oh, that's my job!
It's a GCD, ganglion containment device. Last thing we need is a wiggler loose in here. We got it.
There it is. Right there. That's the trigger, like the one you picked up from the song on the radio.
Now, that is definitely hypnotic suggestion. The symbol acts as a kind of built-in coding mechanism so that everyone who's abducted gets exposed to a kind of mental programming, which when triggered causes confusion, bewilderment, like you felt.
Built in?
Yeah, it's like they're creating a bunch of self-destructive time bombs.
Like Christopher Weatherly.
Right.
Albano did say the father and son were abducted last August, so that means the hive is targeting throwbacks.
Right. The theory is that every throwback gets programmed with normal-seeming events in order to cover their actual abduction experience.
So why are people like Marnie remembering the real events?
Well, we're not quite clear on that yet. Although it does appear that these so-called cover memories are tending to fade more quickly in younger people.
We lost Burnside. He got into the subway tunnels.
I still don't understand is why the hive would go through this much trouble to kill a few people.
It's more than a few. These must be all the names of the throwbacks who were mailed Burnside's flyer. 3 of the names are marked with the date and time they came in here. All 3 are marked deceased. Christopher Weatherly's name is just one of several dozen in New York.
That was their experiment. Test the self-destruct code and see if it actually works.
Subliminal programming's only good for about 36 hours, so you should be all right.
But all the others?
There's no hint of foul play here. No murder investigations. This is brilliant.
Very good. Now, why the Ed Sullivan Theater? These people can't all be throwbacks.
70 million people are supposed to be watching the Beatles on TV tonight. It's not the concert.
It's the broadcast.
Right. They're trying to kill all the throwbacks.
Excuse us. Excuse us. We're with security.
All right, all right.
Could you try going back a couple frames?
Take it back 2.
Frank, we can't keep these people out much longer. The show goes on in 30 minutes.
What about the Weatherlys?
The place is cleared out.
Frank, you can't take a chance. You gotta stop this show.
That would raise too many questions.
Innocent lives are at stake.
Only if they see the trigger frames.
We've been through every commercial spot. There's no spliced-in frames.
Then obviously we're missing something.
I want to talk to whoever's in charge here. Now, I will not allow my control booth to be held hostage.
Frank, stop this.
Mr. Sullivan, we're all done here. Thank you very much for your patience.
You people are out of your minds.
You should have told Mr. Sullivan.
Told him what? That aliens are using his broadcast to try and kill people?
Maybe we can pull the plug ourselves. There must be a way.
Line taps.
What?
The technician I talked to said that the broadcast gets fed out of here to go all over the world. We gotta talk to him. Anyone seen Kenneth Parkinson, the BBC guy?
He's right over there.
Ken, what happened?
I found this odd cable. I followed it up to the rigging on stage right. Next thing I know, I'm laid out like a codfish.
Are you gonna be okay?
No, I'll be fine.
You go find out what these blokes are up to.
John. Look.
It's Weatherly. Check for the cable. Thanks.
I gotta get this guy out of here before that ganglion pops.
John. I found the cable. I think they're dropping the images right into the program. I'll alert Buck. Be careful.
And now, live from our studios in New York, The Ed Sullivan Show.
Now, yesterday and today, our theaters have been jammed with newspapermen and hundreds of photographers.
Like I told you before, John, you want to work together, you do things my way.
No. No, this was a one-shot deal, Frank. Steele's in room 304.
Ready on camera 2. And take it.
The Beatles! Let's hear
Ready camera 2.
The best things in life are free, but you can keep them for the bottom.
John. It's Marnie.
Frank, this girl's one of the throwbacks, already programmed.
Like you said, John, deal's already done. let him go.
Money don't get everything it's due, but it don't get like I knew don't get the money. That's what I'm on.
What happened? Just another bad dream. That's all.
Thank you, Choco. And now, won't you please welcome back for the second time this evening, the Beatles.
For those few moments, the Beatles made Kim and me feel like everyone else in the country. Hopeful, optimistic, glad to be alive. We weren't ignoring the fight. We were drawing the line between humans and the hive. That night, we felt like we could win.